This was a goal going into the year to have a chance to cut down the net. What does it mean for this group to pull it off?
It's very exciting. Obviously, we had such a great group of returners that were right there last year, who were, just on the cusp of getting it done. And so just having all those girls come back and be able to buy in and just get it done, like it's exciting to have that many who want to get it done.
And just how much did you sense last year, you guys making that run the way you did, getting to the national tournament, really propelled you guys on the course you guys are on now?
Well, I think it started before that, even in the regular tournament, in the regular season. Us losing to Columbia, they were very emotional and wanting to leave the floor, and I made them stay out there during the tournament and just kind of feel that experience of losing. I mean, you see that a lot in the pros and professionals where those athletes sit out and they just, I wanted them to hate that feeling and want to win and want that experience more than anything. And so the first goal was to win the conference first and then move to the tournament. And so, but just to feel that excitement and that enthusiasm to do it for our university and for our community and just the area, Northeast Arkansas.
Got to ask you about Kaylee getting to 2,000 career points. Did you ever envision that when you recruited her way back when that she would get a chance to be, the all-time leading scorer for this program?
No, not at all. And it's kind of crazy. She played with Izzy, which we all know Izzy. And she played high school, graduated with Izzy. They're close. But just being on that team, and you knew she could score and do some things, but it was just kind of a different role she played there. And so when she came in, it was her freshman year. She had a couple 20-point games, and we kind of figured right then she's going to have the ability to score. And she's just stuck with it, and she's put in the work, and she puts in the work in the summer. She's an incredible kid. She's one of the few. I announced if you didn't in our normal conference or in our run out, we talked about Kaylee. She's a 4-year kid, and in the world of college basketball, you don't see too many that stay at one institution and play for one team for 4 years. They don't come in their freshman year and stay through their senior. With the transfer portal and the way that works now, it's kind of crazy. So she's a special player for us.
Got to ask you about the Taylor sisters. What's the story? How did you find them recruiting trail? What's the story? How you got them here?
To be honest with you, that might have been the easiest recruiting I've ever had to do. They were in an environment. They were down at a school in Mississippi, and it wasn't that they didn't like the style of play and how they were playing. And we had played against them a couple times in the non-conference, and they just loved how we played. And so they just decided that they wanted to look around somewhere else. And a former coach, their assistant coach, that had recruited them there, reached out to me. And it kind of went from there. And we watched some film. They knew how we played because they watched us. I showed them some more film, and they bought in from the beginning. And you can now tell tonight they bought in for the whole 2 years.
Now, you guys host the conference tournament, but then you got NAIA tournament on the horizon. What are just some of the things you guys want to work on the next couple of weeks?
Just cleaning up some of the mistakes and some of the turnovers, and we play at such a fast pace. Sometimes we make some poor decisions with the ball and we throw it away. We just saw tonight a few times in transition. But again, I think that's what makes us good, is we just constantly attack you for 40 minutes. But we want to clean some of that stuff up, clean up some of the screens and the execution of what we're doing. But overall, I mean, obviously, with the win like tonight, ending the season against a good team like Cotty, I mean, it's sometimes I don't know what else to keep doing.
No, everybody sees those scores offensively. How proud are you of the effort these girls have had defensively the entire year?
Well, Chris, I think that's the only reason you see those scores. We've bought in defensively first, and I can't take a whole lot of credit. I pulled everything from Molly Miller and at Grand Canyon, and she was at Jury, and I found all of her stuff, and I bought it online, and we just bought in defensively. And we run her stuff and do what she does, and they bought into that, and you see that in the transition game. And we shoot a lot of layups, and a lot of times it's because of our half-court defense or our press. They're just getting after it and getting after the ball. So that's really where it started, is what we've done on defense. 2,000
career points. Just how surreal is just that number?
It's crazy. Coming in my freshman year, if you would have told me my freshman year I'd be scoring 2,000 points, I would have called you crazy. So it's just such a surreal feeling, and I'm so glad that I could do that and be celebrated by all my teammates and celebrate with them.
And got to add, conference champions, how cool was it, cutting down the nets?
It was so cool. Honestly, after the way last year ended, we were one game short of being co-conference champions. We were all really disappointed. So really being able to achieve our goal and get to that goal this year, it was awesome, and it's something we've been looking forward to. That was our goal coming into this year, and so I'm glad we could accomplish it.
And just like you kind of touched on that, I mean, how much did that momentum you guys generated last year, how much did it really help propel you guys this year?
Yeah, it really helped a lot. We were motivated coming in. We knew at the beginning of the season that we were not ending how last year ended. So we knew our goal from the end was to be conference champs, and here we are. So
I told you were going to get photobombed. Just how special has this whole group been? I mean, your whole time here, just how close this whole team is.
And that we're such a close group, and I think a lot of us, we've played 2-3 years together, and so we only lost one person last year, and then we brought in 4 new ones, and they fit right in. We're just so close. We work really well together, and we're all each other's biggest fans, and so I think that just really helps a lot.
I know next thing down the road, you got conference tournament coming up, but you guys get back-to-back trips to the NAIA tournament. Just how cool is that? Kind of adding on to all the milestones for this program.
It's super cool because last year it was our first year making it to the national tournament, and so getting to do that 2 years in a row, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling, and I'm so excited that we get to do it with this team.
Cutting down the nets, conference champions.
It's amazing. Like, I see it on TV all the time with the top teams and stuff, so actually doing it's a different feeling.
I asked Coach this, just the story of how he recruited you and your sister to come here. Describe that whole story, just how surreal this whole experience been.
Well, the school that we were at originally, we weren't happy, so we had to find another school, and we found Mayberry, and he was excited to welcome us in, and it's been the best thing we could have done, honestly.
How much fun is it playing in a up and down kind of offensive pace like this for you guys?
Oh, it's really fun. We never stop moving. It's never boring. It's always a good game.
You touched on this a little bit. Last year, you guys got to the national tournament, but there were kind of some unfinished business. How cool is it for this group? Most of the same group from last year to kind of pull off a lot of these things, a lot of the accomplishments you guys want to do.
Oh, it's amazing. We knew from last year we had to learn from all our mistakes, so we had to come in here and get it done, but it's still not finished yet. We still got a long way to go.
How special is this group? How close-knit is this group?
We're very close. You can see it on the court. It takes a team, so we all have to be close to win games.
How cool is this experience getting to cut down the net?
It's very cool. I've never had an experience like this, so it means a lot for real.
I know conference championship was kind of one of the goals you guys had entering the year. What does it mean to accomplish that, Pete?
A lot. It means a lot to have our family with us, and for the first time for the school, it means a lot.
Just going into the year, just the way you guys play. How much fun is it, playing in a style of play like this? You guys up down the floor.
It's really fun. I love playing free, and that's what our coach let us do. So it's really enjoyable.
Gotta ask, how special is this whole experience? Not just sharing it with a team that's close knit, but you get to share it with your sister too.
It means a lot sharing it with my sister. We grew up together, came in this world together, and now we get to share opportunities like this together. So it means a lot.
What are just some of the things you guys kind of want to work on, these next couple weeks?
Just staying focused. The job is not done. So.